Hey everybody, Drew from Clean Cheap Shots here. Thought I'd just show a few of the things that I picked up at the National in Chicago here about a week ago. Orlando gave me his card. Appreciate Orlando. It was good meeting him. I think I showed a picture in my last video of Orlando and I. And then Mr. John Keating, that 70s card show. And he gave me a couple of stickers, and he said that these kind of work like a get out of jail card. So if something happened, just give the officer these cards and everything would be fine. And hey, Scott, I love Scott's art. So check it out. Reindeer Studios gave me these cards. Hank Aaron there. And Hank Aaron again, black and white. Scott is extremely talented, and I enjoy watching his videos to see what he's going to come up with next. There you go. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate those cards. Are great. I'll save the big thing for last. I did pick up, I don't know, it's junk wax. I get it, but it's still fun for me. I just I like grabbing this stuff. I got, 12 packs for 20 bucks, I think it was. So I'll hang on to them. I don't plan to open them. I know my buddy Mike right now is rolling his eyes wondering what I'm doing buying junk wax. But hey, I got a feeling it ain't going to be junk wax down the road. That stuff is getting opened up and there ain't going to be any of it left, so what the heck. I did, as I mentioned, in my last video, I got to meet Johnny Bench, and this is that jersey, so I just kind of kept it in the plastic. Hope you can see his signature. It's not a bad signature, but fun meeting Johnny, one of the greatest catchers of all time. And then I did have a couple other pickups. Found a dollar bin. I've been told by Ray and Philly and John Keating that this might be the best third baseman of all time. I don't know. What do you think? Andre Dawson. Again, I got these, you can see on the top there, I got them for like $1. I need to fill, I'm trying to put an 84 set together, so. Gary Carter. Here's a leader's card with Tom Terrific in the middle, and Steve Carlton and Steve Rogers. Wade Boggs. And lastly, Eddie Murray. So, for some reason I paid $2 for that one. These were 84s. This was 1980. I guess that was the price difference. And then I had one big boy purchase and then one smaller purchase. I picked this up for $50. I don't know. I had a few bucks left to spend after my big purchase, so I thought, well, I grabbed that. And then the last card was this card. This was my big boy. This was my target. This is what I was looking for. So about 20 years ago, I started this project, I guess you'd call it, where I wanted to put a complete 1953 set together that was completely graded. I don't really know how it started. To be honest with you, the first card I ever bought was Phil Rizzuto. It was an ungraded card, and I am absolutely not a Yankees fan, so why I bought it, I have no idea, but I did. And then after a few years, my buddy was submitting cards to PSA, and I thought, well, I'll just send it in and see what it comes back at, and I think it came back as a 5. I don't remember for sure, but I think it was a 5. And so I just kind of kept buying 53 cards. Some of them were raw, some of them were graded, and I just said, I'm going to complete this set, completely graded set. And in my head, I was telling myself, all right, we're going to do a PSA 5 or better. Well, ignorance is bliss. I don't think I understood at the time that Jackie Robinson and Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays were probably going to crush my budget and make it virtually impossible to do. So somewhere along the way, I gave in to this PSA 5 ambition, and I started picking up some other cards like Satchel Paige and some of these, Jackie Robinson, less than a 5, and I guess I had to live with it. But the last card I needed, and this is a 20-year span, was that Willie Mays. So I'm going to set Pete out of the way again for a second and just kind of zoom in here a little bit on Willie. So I'm really happy to be done with this set. It just feels good to move on now to something else that I've completed this. There you go. Dylan, Double D, please don't beat me up too bad. I know this thing's off-centered. But 20 years, I had to put 20 years behind me and move on. So as I said, Dylan, don't beat me up too bad here. It's not got the Double D centering standard. I get it. But it's wonderful to have it. So one of these days, I'll break all of my Hall of Famers out and maybe even all of them, just do a tabletop or something one of these days. But those were my big purchases at the National 2023 in Chicago. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And everybody be good.